Alright, so, tool review. I'm just gonna do a quick what I have here review. We're gonna go from the dewalt 1/4 inch impact that's the interchange with that you can use the interchangeable heads. And right now I just got that in there. I was putting in a dishwasher. These are, by the way, the tools I have at my house. I have got same things at work, other than I've just got this one at work and this style at work, but I have the impact one, which is a very good tool. They're a little more beat up because we're in a lot nastier material. This here, I don't have one of these at work. I'd like to, but I have to buy all my stuff like this. They give us certain stuff, but it's old 18-volt dewalt, and everybody just brings in their own stuff because you can't ever find a drill or a sawzall, or actually you can find a sawzall before you ever find a drill or an impact or a fucking grinder. Just an electric corded grinder, you're never going to find one because everybody stashes them. We use Metabo, dewalt. We've been buying some Makitas there at work. They're pretty good, the Makitas. And the dewalts, I hate the dewalt corded grinders. Actually, I got one down. Well, no, I don't. Again, I'm at home. I'm not at work. If I was at work, I could show you a little more. Actually, I got this cart at work. This cart here, I've got it at work, except I've got the little side flap that comes off. I got it actually attached over here. A buddy of mine got two flaps on it. We called it the Red Wings. Kind of nasty, right? So, of course, this one's junked up. My one at work's a little more, well, no, that one at work is not organized. That drawer there. This drawer is mainly at work. It's mainly just wrenches and stuff. This is here would be pretty much same setup. I gotta take that to work and sell it to a guy. So drawers kind of set up. This is I can't remember what brand that is, but it's kind of set up the same way, except I use a lot of Allen sockets and stuff. So I've got the Allen sockets, and then I've got all my Harbor Freight impacts and short wells, and I've got the basic chrome vanadium blacked out sockets. They call them impact, but they're really not. They're not designed to hold up that much torque, but they still work as impacts. I don't use the deep wells that much. I don't even use all the deep wells. I think I've got between I want to say 3/4 and 1.25 inch. We use a lot of bigger stuff for the deep wells, but I don't use that big of stuff here. I work on cars here. I don't work on big equipment like shot panes and heat furnaces and stuff. I don't do that shit at home. I don't have no reason to do that shit. I don't have no reason to have that big. I have big sockets at home, but they're mainly for axle nuts. But that's besides the point. My toolbox at work, needless to say, is a lot more cleaner. Of course, there's my dewalt radio. We use this all the time. I love this little thing. It is loud enough that you can drown out family members on holidays, which that's mainly what I use it for. I'll sit right beside it and just crank that sumbitch up and drown out family members, or drown out just the bullshit talk. And people kind of leave me alone when I got this around because they don't like hearing the loud noise. Of course, I don't have one of these at work because I've got to be mobile, and I got just the regular rapid charger in the bottom portion of my box, unlike this one that's up here, just because my plugs, it's quicker to get to my plugs. I don't have really good work area here, but it is very unorganized up here. DeWalt, I used to be a really big fan of DeWalt back before I had DeWalt, and I'm still a really big fan since Stanley took it over. Stanley also owns Proto. I think they own Firestorm. They own DeWalt now. I'm not sure what other companies they own, but they own, oh, Blackhawks, Proto Blackhawk. That's your more high end stuff. It is no better than your Stanley at home now, just because everybody's downgraded their shit because they want to make a good penny and still make a decent price. So they're all the same damn thing. I've got Proto sockets at work. I've got Proto tools at work. Some stuff's good, some stuff's bad. Some stuff, it depends on what you just buy, really. But dewalt is not as good as it used to be, but it is still top of the line. A lot of industries use it because it's a good standard. They have a lot of good tools for the price, and the price is not extremely bad, and they will hold up to industrial use. Again, I am in my house, excuse the car seat and all this crap. Olay's deep fryer. First starting off, let's go with the drill. All right, this here is just the DCD 71. Sorry, I'm using my cell phone as it is the 2-speed. It is not the 3-speed. It does not have hammer. It only has the kind of the stop, over torque stop thing in the drill. This is good for just what I use it here. I use a lot of these smaller batteries because it's more compact for cars and stuff. But I don't really use a drill all that much. I use this for more when I'm working on wood stuff. And just a second. All right, back again. I had to go get the dogs, keep them from eating the mailman. All right, so this here, back to it. I've got the bigger one. It's the Impact. I use it a lot actually at work. There's some things we have to freehand drill, like extracting bolts and all that great stuff. It's really a great tool to have if you need it. The Impact. I don't really use the whole Impact, but it is a lot. I bought it as a kit with one of these and one of these, so it's kind of just. It came with the kit. It was at a decent price. It wasn't at a great price, but it was at a decent price. But this here does great for what I do. It's not too big and it's not too heavy for doing a lot of stuff at the house. The other one, it'll handle a lot more metal drilling and stuff, which that's strictly what I do. I don't do any woodwork at work. Actually, well, depends on what the fuck they got me working on. So this here is the dewalt 20 volt max. This is not the XR. I thought I had an XR. No. I guess I don't have an XR here. These are just the 20 volt max. I think I got the XR at work. I know this ain't the XR here. So got this. This is the 1/4 inch. This here, use it all the time. Oh, by the way, the new dewalt batteries, they're Bluetooth, and they're the bigger stack. I've got 3 of these at work, 2 regular blacks, and then gold band on top. So I've got this, and it's got the LED charger, or the battery voltage things. This here does not. They do not have that. And these two do not have that switch thing like the 1/2 inch strides do. This does not either. None of my stuff here does. It's just my personal stuff. Where you work on a lot of cars, you can switch this out from the 1/4 inch. This is, actually, I think I lost my 1/4 inch, but this here, I like these a lot better. They're shorter. They allow, because if you need longer, you can use an extension. If you need shorter, you can't do nothing with it, because if you already got the long one like they sell at Harbor Freight and Lowe's and stuff, these are hard to find actually. You can get them online, but they're fucking pricey. You can go to Parts House a lot of times and find them on the like $3 rack, and they're not $3 to $5 rack. Some of them are 10, but when they say these are impact ready, they are not impact ready. That's another subject, but they are all just basically the same fucking material. There are nothing special about them. Some hold up a little bit better, but I'd say depends on how hard you use them. I break these all the time at work. I throw them away, go get new ones. Harbor Freight. So this here is one that I use. It's an exact copy of what I have at work. It is a great one. It's got the 3 LED lights. It's got a lot of torque. It will break shit. It will fuck shit up if you're not careful. It will definitely fuck shit up at home if you're not careful. You do not put a lot of things on cars together with this thing, because you're just going to strip shit out. You're just going to do it. Trust me, I've done it. Tore up my wife's Mercedes using this thing on her oil filter, because it's the diesel and drops in from the top. And then you got to run your bolts down. Well, it pulls fucking studs right out of aluminum housings. Actually, I did that with this. This here has got the small battery. I love this thing. It's a 3/8. By the way, they're all 20 volt. It's just what I've stuck with. I bought the ones for work there, and then I bought these. So this here is a 3/8 driver. I use this on everything. It'll take off tires. It'll do everything that you need to do. It's the same exact thing. They just put a 3/8 driver on it instead of the quick disconnect 1/4 inch. Love it. It's I just bought it on a gag and I love it. I will probably never sell it or get rid of it. I don't know why people buy tools to sell tools. If you buy a tool, oh shit, I'm sorry, I don't really use it that much, but I'm still gonna keep it. I only have sold a couple tools in my time because I'm a hoard. Actually, it was back in the day when Porter Cable, which is junk now. I think they're owned by Stanley. They are complete junk. dewalt's probably their best brand that Stanley makes. Porter Cable drill, and that's it. And Sawzall. They didn't have the impacts back then. This here, dewalt. I use this cutting off mufflers, doing all kinds of odd and end shit. I wish I had one at work. I don't. I'm gonna get one day, whenever the old lady lets me buy one. So this here is a great tool. They've got a more compact one. It does all kinds of weird angles, I think, and there's not really much to tell on this. It's a fucking Sawzall, for God's sakes. Here's the smaller chargers. It takes a lot fucking longer to charge batteries on this thing. I don't know why. They're just cheaper chargers, and I'm selling that to a buddy of mine because I've got like 5 of them. But that's just the dewalts. I prefer them. Now they've got Makita, Milwaukee. Makita makes a pretty drill. I mean, it makes a pretty drill. But I don't know their quality. I don't know their... I want to kind of buy one of each, but I'm not going to go spending the goddamn money. It's ridiculous. It's just fucking ridiculous. The price of tools, they're outrageous. And for what I've got here, all my batteries interchange. So, Milwaukee Fuel, Makita and Milwaukee Fuel. The Milwaukee Fuel, a few of the guys at work have them. They're the guys that get paid a little bit more than me. They've been there longer. Well, they've been in the department longer. I've just started in the department I'm in. Came off production floor into maintenance, so I use these a lot in maintenance. These two here, and I love them. I use them every weekend, every day sometimes, depending on what we do, what we got broke down. I use them. So, but if you're looking for them, the M18s are damn good too. If you don't like dewalt, if you just a Nazi towards dewalt, the M18s are good. The Makitas, I don't know. For heavy duty use, the Porter Cable is not something I would recommend. For heavy duty use, I would damn sure not recommend the Firestorm. For heavy duty use, I would not recommend Cobalt. Although I've heard some good stuff out of the Cobalt, but I don't know. Ryobi, junk. Ryobi's just junk. You're gonna get a good deal, but they're still fucking shit. My old man used to use them in a cabinet shop. really expensive cabinet shop, and they just burn out. They're crap. They were using the 12 volt fucking, no, 14 volt old school dewalts, and they blew the fucking 18 volt Ryobis. Of course, Ryobi's probably gone a long way. I ain't touched a Ryobi because I think they're junk in years. But ported cable, I've had ported cable. I think they're junk. I think they're underpowered. I don't think they're well worth the money. Rigid, I am not too sure about. I have not really heard a lot about Rigid. I have heard a little. One guy at work's got Bostitch. I don't know where the hell Bostitch came from, but I'd say it's a Stanley product. But they look weird. They look funky. I don't like them. They just don't look right. He got some in today. They ordered him a set because he said he wanted a set, and they ordered him a set. We'll see how they work. I don't think they'll hold up like the dewalts, but we'll see. All right, we'll see you.